Hello, this is Brad Pluth, and we've got a little gears session here this morning. And what I want to look at is the hips. So the hips is a suspension bridge between your lower body and upper body. It's really an important piece to understand in your golf swing. And everybody moves a little different, but here's some key characteristics in that hip movement. So this is basically a little trace of how the hips move. And as you kind of watch this through, you'll see that the hips do turn back, they do move back a little, but not very much. It's only like at the top of the backswing, he's only moved, or he's swayed off the ball 1.6 inches. Hardly at all, like, right? Not very much. Okay, so your hips do rotate, and we'll show you that in a different picture. But now here's where it gets interesting. So his hips actually lower, and this is kind of the tour average for a driver. We'll take a look here with an iron here a different time, but so at the top of the backswing, hips have moved back 1.4 inches, and they haven't thrusted toward the ball, they haven't gone away from the ball, and they've actually sunk 1.5 inches as well. So they've lowered an inch and a half. So it's kind of a load, it's a rotate and load, right? When you're looking at motion, you have to look at it in 3 dimensions, not just 2, which is somewhat hard on a 2D camera, but that's why I like using gears. So as we see, now there's a big, it goes lower. So now he's actually 2 inches down, and he's already back to, by the time his arm gets level to the ground, he's back to where he started. And then that hip continues halfway down. He's gone forward a half inch, or he's actually gone forward 4 inches. And at impact, he's gone forward 4.8 inches or 4.7 inches. He has actually, his hips have gone backwards, and then he's lifted about a half an inch up, okay, at impact, and then obviously through impact, he does go a little bit higher, right? All right, so let's take a look at it from more of a face-on view. So from a face-on, you kind of see this barely, that's basically, think of it as your center of mass in between your navel and your tailbone. It's basically your center of mass. It does go back a little bit, but very level, okay? Now there's this little squat down, and he's going forward. Notice he's going forward and down before his arms start coming down, okay? You kind of see the little trace, and by the time his arm gets level to the ground, he's starting to come up. He's pulling the whip, again, you're pulling the whip up to make the club go down, so it's that Newton equal and opposite reaction. And here at impact, notice this little spike. He's pulling up on that thing, right? You're not driving your hips down to the target. It's going, you're yanking up on it, right? So there's impact and follow through. So in a down the line perspective, take a look at this one more time. There's not a whole lot of front to back here. You can kind of see this doesn't move a whole lot, but it does go down. It loads a little bit at the top and goes more or less laterally to the target and starts spiking up through the ball and levels off into the finish. All right, so I think if you have a good concept in your head of what those hips do, things below and above it are going to start taking care of themselves. So if you like any help with your golf swing, or if you want to get in here on gears and see your swing and how we can help you make it a little better, get it more solid consistently with a little less effort, please feel free to give me a call at 952-401-4653. Appreciate a like and a subscribe. Thanks.